Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you through a 25-minute Pilates abs and booty workout. You don't need any equipment today, and we're getting started laying on our backs on our mat, with the knees bent and the feet separated hip distance apart. Bring your hands down by your sides, and let's get started with some pelvic tilts. So take an inhale, and on your exhale, tuck your hips under and press your lower back into the mat. Inhale, release back to your neutral spine. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, engage the core, tuck the hips under, find that pelvic tilt. 2 more like this. Inhale to release. And exhale, squeeze the glutes, tuck the hips. Last one before we add on. Inhale, release it. And exhale, find that pelvic tilt. Inhale back to neutral. And this time on your exhale, find your pelvic tilt and keep rolling up through the spine into that bridge position. Inhale at the top and exhale, roll all the way down through your spine, ending by releasing back to neutral through the low back. Again, exhale, roll the hips up, 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 up into that bridge. Inhale at the top and exhale, start at the top of your spine, roll down and release that pelvic tilt. Let's add on to this one more time. So this time, exhale, roll the hips up. Inhale, reach your arms straight overhead. Exhale, roll all the way down through the spine. Inhale, arms reach down by your sides. We release the pelvic tilt. 3 more. Exhale, tuck the hips under, roll up. Inhale, arms go overhead. Exhale, we roll down. Inhale, arms come down by your sides. Last 2. Exhale, rolling up, giving your spine a little massage here. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, roll down. And inhale to release. Last one, warming up through the core and the glutes. Roll it up through the spine. Arms reach up. We roll it down. And our arms press down by the hips. Just windshield wiper your knees a couple times from side to side now, releasing any tension through the glutes or the core. Hold them through center, and let's warm up through the abs a little bit more. So lift your knees up to tabletop, stacking them over the hips. Reach your arms up with the palms facing forward and curl up through the chest, pressing your arms by your sides. Start to pump the arms as you inhale for 5 counts and exhale for 5 counts in our Pilates hundreds. If you want to make this a bit more challenging, as you inhale, you can start to extend your legs out at a 45-degree angle, and exhale, bring them back to tabletop. So inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, active through the arms, pumping them up and down as we kick the legs out to straight and bend them back in. Just give me 3 more rounds of breath here. Last 2. And last 1, send the legs out. Bend them in and lower down through the chest. Hug your knees in towards the body for a quick moment of rest. Release your legs back down onto the mat, and let's get ready for a bridge series. So bring your heels in a little closer towards your glutes. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, lift your hips straight up towards the sky. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, squeeze the glutes and lift. Inhale, lower. So on this bridge, we have a neutral spine the entire time, rather than articulating up the spine like we did in our warm-up. So in this one, we lift the hips straight up and lower them straight down. For 3 more. Last 2. And last 1. Let's hold the hips lifted at the top and lower them halfway down towards your mat and squeeze them all the way up. Lower halfway and lift. So just a big pulse with the hips. Inhaling to lower them down halfway, exhaling to squeeze the glutes and lift. Pressing down into the heels of both feet here to activate up the back sides of both legs. Just give me 2 more. And last 1, hold with the hips lifted up and reach your arms straight up from the shoulders with the palms facing in. Open your legs and your arms to the sides and squeeze everything through center. open to the sides, and squeeze it in, working into those outer glutes now. Not letting the hips drop down at all here, they stay lifted up the entire time. We just open, rocking onto the outer edge of the foot and squeeze back in through center. Just give me 2 more here. And last one. Hold through center. Place your hands back down by your sides and lift your right knee up to tabletop. Place it down. Lift your left knee up and place it down. Exhale, lift the right. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift the left. And inhale to lower. Give me 2 more each side like this before we add on to make this a little more challenging. Last one each side. This time, lift your right knee up to tabletop, lower your hips halfway, lift them up, place the foot down. Left knee lifts, lower and lift the hips, and place it down. Right knee, hips lower and lift, and drop. Left knee, hips lower and lift, and place the foot down. Just give me 2 more each side, trying not to let your hips drop below that highest point. Really pressing down through the heel of the foot that is staying on the floor, really getting into that glute each time. This is your last one. Hold with both feet down now. Reach your arms up from your shoulders and pulse the hips up for 10. For 9, this is where we finish this bridge series. Can you lift an inch higher for these final 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hips all the way down towards your mat and press your hands down by your sides. Let's take a figure 4 stretch now. So cross your left ankle over the right knee and hug your right knee in towards the chest, feeling that release through the left glute. Release that side and switch, crossing the right ankle over the left knee and hugging your left knee in towards the chest for a stretch on the right side. Release that stretch and uncross your legs, and let's get ready to work into the abs a bit more. So interlace your hands behind your head, sending the elbows out nice and wide. And lift your knees up to tabletop, stacking them over the hips. On your exhale, curl up through the chest and inhale to lower down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower. 4 more like this, trying to lift the head, neck, and shoulder blades up off the mat, really squeezing into those upper abs. Last 2 before we add on. And last one. Now let's crunch up through the chest, tap your right toes to the mat and lift, left toes down and lift, and lower through the chest. Again, exhale, crunch up, right toes tap down and up, left toes down and up, and lower through the chest. 4 more like this. Exhale, crunch, inhale, right toes tap, exhale, lift, inhale, left toes tap, exhale, lift, inhale, the chest lowers, and we exhale to crunch up. As you tap your toes down, I want you to think about hinging at the hip rather than at the knee, so that your leg keeps that 90-degree bend the entire time. Just give me 1 more like this before we switch it up for the final time. Lower down through the chest, flex your feet, squeeze the legs together, curl up, lower your heels to the mat, lift them back to tabletop, and lower down through the chest. Crunch up, lower both heels down, lift them back to tabletop, and lower through the chest. 4 more. Exhale to crunch, inhale, lower the heels, exhale, lift them up, inhale, lower. Keeping your lower back pressed into the mat this entire time, especially as you tap those heels down towards the mat. Just give me 2 more here. And last one, crunch up, lower the heels, lift them up, and lower through the chest. Hug your knees in towards the body and rock from side to side, giving yourself a massage for your lower back. Release your legs down onto your mat, and let's flip around now, getting ready to get back into those glutes. And make your way down onto your forearms, stacking your shoulders directly onto your elbows, and stack your right knee under your right hip, and extend your left leg long behind you with your leg pointing down towards the mat. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, squeeze through that left glute and lift your left leg up towards the sky, and inhale, lower it down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Just 4 more like this, lifting straight up and down. Last 3. 2 more before we add on. And last 1. Now let's lift the leg straight up, curl your heel towards your glute, straighten the leg and lower. Lift the leg, curl the heel in, extend and lower. 4 more, getting a bit more into the hamstring now, really flexing the foot and driving your heel in towards the glute, squeezing through the backside of that upper leg. Just give me 2 more before we add on once again to this. And last 1. Now lift your leg straight up, curl your heel to 90 degrees, pump your foot up towards the ceiling, extend the leg and lower. Lift, curl, pulse it up, lower, extend, and lower the leg. 4 more. Lift, curl, pulse, extend the leg, and down. So like you're trying to stamp your foot on the ceiling here, really squeezing through the underside of that glute for 2 more. This is your last one. Lift, curl, pulse, and hold at that 90-degree bend. Lower your left knee down and press the leg up. Tap it down and lift. So holding that 90-degree bend here. Just for 3 more, squeezing through the glute. Inhaling to lower. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Last 1. Hold the leg lifted and pulse the foot up for 10. For 9. For 8, pressing the foot up towards the sky. Just for 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold lifted, extend your leg straight and pulse for 10. For 9, this is where we finish out this left glute. I know it burns, just pulsing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left knee in to meet the right for a quick moment of rest here. And then press up onto your left palm, keeping your right forearm down, and extend your left leg back once again, but this time turn your leg out so that your inner thigh is facing your mat. On your exhale, lift your leg straight up. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So getting more into that left outer glute this time. For 2 more like this before we add on. Last 1. Now lift your leg straight up. Drive left knee to left elbow. Kick it back and lower. Lift up. Knee to elbow. Extend back. Lower down, so getting a little squeeze into that left oblique here while we're still working into that left glute. Just give me 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Last 1. Hold with that leg extended, and let's pulse the leg up for 10. For 9, big pulses here. For 7, this is where we finish this out. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the left knee in, press your hips back, finding a very well-deserved child's pose, releasing through the entire body. Let's give the glutes a break now for a quick plank combo. So shift forward. Find your forearm, stacking shoulders over the elbows, and step your feet back into your forearm plank. Tap both knees down onto the mat, lift them up, then drive your right knee in towards your chest and step it back. Tap the knees down and lift, drive your left knee towards the chest and step back. Both knees tap and lift, right knee draws in as we pike the hips a little bit up towards the sky. Left knee draws in, curling your nose down towards your knee. Just give me 2 more each side. Tap the knees down and lift. Right knee comes in and back. Knees tap down and up. Left knee in and back. 1 more each side. Knees tap down and up. Right knee in. Knees tap down. And the left knee comes in. Drop your knees out as wide as the mat. Bring your big toes to touch and press your hips down towards your heels for a wide-legged child's pose. Gently walk your hands back towards your hips, and let's get ready to repeat that glute series on the other side. So come back down onto your forearms, this time stacking your left hip over your left knee, and extend your right leg straight back. On your exhale, lift the right leg straight up towards the sky, and inhale, tap the toes down. Exhale, squeeze the glute and lift. Inhale, lower. 4 more before we add on for the first time here. Exhale up, inhale down, last 2. And last 1. Now lift the leg straight up, curl the heel in, extend and lower. Lift up, curl it in, extend, tap it down. 4 more here, lift it up. Squeezing into that hamstring, flexing the foot, drawing that heel really in towards that glute. Final 2. And last 1. Now lift the leg straight up, curl the heel to 90 degrees, pulse the foot up, extend and lower. Lift up, curl it in, pump the foot up, extend your leg, lower it down. 4 more here, getting a little hamstring glute combo action here. Pressing your foot up like you're trying to stamp that heel straight up onto the ceiling. We've got 2 more in this move. And last 1. Hold with the foot curled up. And tap your right knee down towards the mat and lift it up. Tap it down and squeeze and lift. Leg is staying bent at that 90-degree angle here. For 3 more, exhaling to press the foot up. Last 2. And last 1, hold your leg lifted and let's pulse it up for 10. For 9, squeezing and lifting, pulsing here for 6, last 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it lifted, extend your right leg and pulse to finish for 10. For 9, little lifts and lowers here for 6 more, last 5, you can do it for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that right knee in to meet the left for a quick moment of rest. And then press up onto your right palm, leaving your left forearm down on the mat, and extend your right leg back, turning your leg out this time so your inner thigh is facing your mat. Exhale as you lift your right leg straight up to the sky. Inhale, tap the big toes down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, so getting more into that right outer glute now as we lift it up and lower it down. 2 more like this. And last 1. Now let's lift it up. Drive that right knee to right elbow, extend your leg back and lower. Lift it up, crunch the knee in, drive it back, lower it down. 4 more. Squeezing into that right oblique while we're working that right glute at the same time. Lift up, drive it in, kick it back, lower it down. Last 2 here. And last 1. Hold with the leg extended back and pulse to finish for 10. Pulsing up for 9. For 8, big squeeze through that right outer glute. Just here for 4. Last 3, 2, and 1. Lower the right knee down to meet the left, rock it back on to your hips, and let's take a seated figure 4 this time. So cross your left ankle over your right knee, sitting your hips down on your mat, maybe rolling out your ankle a couple of times if that feels good for you. Feeling that deep release for the left side. And then keep your legs in that shape, but let your left foot fall onto the mat to the right side of you, and hug your knee in towards your chest, pressing your left hip down towards the mat. Untwist and let's find the other side. Right ankle crosses over the left, feeling that stretch for the right glute, maybe rolling out that ankle a couple times. And then maintain this figure 4 shape, but just let your legs fall over to the left side of your mat, bringing your right foot onto the floor, hugging your knee in towards your chest, and pressing your right hip down towards the mat. Untwist out of your stretch, place your feet on the mat, and lower yourself all the way down onto your back, getting ready for another ab series. So when you're ready, lift up through your chest, bringing yourself up onto your shoulder blades. Hug your right knee in towards the body and extend your left leg long. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and switch. Draw the left knee in and switch. Left knee and right knee for our single leg stretch, so staying balanced up through the upper body, just alternating, bringing one knee in towards the chest and extending the other leg long. I like to exhale to draw one knee in and inhale as I switch. Just give me one more each side. And bring both knees in towards the chest now. Reach your hands down by your hips. And on your inhale, reach your arms overhead, extend your legs in front of you. Exhale, draw everything through center. Inhale, extend arms and legs. Exhale through center for our double leg stretch. As you exhale, arms sweep around next to the hips. Let's add on to this now. Take one double leg stretch. Then bring your hands behind your head, send your legs straight up towards the sky, lower them down towards your mat, lift them up. Bend the knees, reach your arms down, double leg stretch again. Extend your legs up, hands behind your head, lower the legs down, lift them straight up. Bend the knees, double leg stretch. Inhale, extend. Exhale through center. Inhale, lower your legs straight down. Exhale, lift them straight up. 3 more. Inhale, double leg stretch. Exhale through center. Inhale, lower the legs straight down, pressing that lower back down into the mat. Inhale to lift. We've just got 2 more here. Inhale, double leg stretch. Exhale, center. Inhale, lower the legs down, staying nice and lifted through the chest. Exhale, lift. Final round of this, take your double leg stretch. And let's take that leg lift, send the legs up, lower them straight down. And lift them straight up. Bend your knees in, lower down through the chest. And just circle out your knees a couple times in each direction, releasing any tension through the core or the hip flexors here. Bring your knees in towards the chest for one final squeeze. And then interlace your hands behind your head, curling up through the chest, getting ready for our final move of class. Extend your right leg long and draw your right elbow across towards the left knee and switch. Switch and switch in our crisscross. Give me 2 more each side like this. Last one each side. Now let's add on. So cross right elbow to left knee, kick your left leg out to meet the right, bend it in, and switch. Extend your right leg out, bend it in, and switch. Left leg extends, bends, and we switch. Burning out the obliques, burning out the core to finish out this class. Give me just 4 more on each side. Switch, extend, bend, and switch. Staying lifted up on the shoulder blades the entire time. Lower back pressing down into the mat. Last to each side. You can do it. We get a nice big full body stretch after this. Last one each side. Reach right elbow to left knee, extend your left leg, and bend. Left elbow to right knee, extend the right leg, and bend. Bend both knees in, lower down through the chest, send your legs long down the mat. Reach your arms straight up overhead and reach through the fingers and toes in opposite directions, getting a nice stretch through the center of the body. Release your hands down by your sides and hug your right knee in towards your chest, pressing your lower back down into the mat. Then bring your right arm to a goalpost position and cross your right knee over to the left side of your mat, looking over your right shoulder for a nice spinal twist and a stretch for the right hip. Bring it back through center. And let's switch out our legs. So right leg goes long, draw the left knee in, pressing your lower back down. Bring your left arm to goalposts, cross your left knee across to the right, and look over your left shoulder. Bring it back through center. Send that left leg long down the mat, and then roll over onto one side and press yourself up, finding a cross-legged position in the center of your mat. And let's lift up on our inhale through the right arm, and exhale, fall up and over to the left side of the mat, dropping down onto your left forearm for a nice side stretch for the right. Inhale, lift up through center, and exhale, lift up and over to the right side of the mat, maybe dropping down onto the right forearm here. Lift up through center, and that is it for today's 25-minute Pilates abs and booty workout. I hope you liked it. If you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.